Hello everyone, and welcome to a game of League of Legends. Which, yeah, we actually had a really amazing game just now. We got our first ever Pentakill since coming back to the game, and we did it with Nilah, a champion I just picked up recently. So these are the rune stats. Yeah, so a lot of lifesteal, Conqueror, bloodline, revitalize, second wind, a lot of defensive sort of stats in the offensive tree even. Triumph, health restored there as well, and then last stand, because we're going to be diving in there, getting low health. We took flash and we took exhaust because we were against I'll show you the teams we were against. We were against the Tristana, who they themselves take an exhaust. My Yumi also took exhaust, so we had 3 exhausts bot lane. And exhaust is very good for Kane, who likes to dive in, and Riven. And of course Aatrox, who didn't have the best of games here. Anyway, but the reason why I'm doing this is because Pentakill. This is our first ever Pentakill, as you can see here. Get Pentakills, that's the first one. So 1 out of 2, that means 1 Pentakill. So we're going to have a bit of a replay of the game. We've got a lot of honours, very nice. We've even got Eternals for Nilah, which is nice. So we got the achievement of get Pentakills. That's the first one ever, so I guess it starts off with gold. And then get a Pentakill with different champions. That's iron for some reason. That doesn't make sense. Huh? Okay, whatever, I'll have to think about that. Okay, I'll just look at the damage charts quickly. I didn't get the most damage. 48,000. I did take a massive amount of damage though for ADC, 3rd in the game, because Nilah is a type of ADC who's a bit like Samira, which dives in, wants to get right into the middle of the action, take a lot of damage, but deal out even more with her AoE sort of abilities. Healing down, not amazing, but you know, it was enough in each fight to be enough. And there you go. It took basically most of the damage on my team, and again, only these 2 that got more in the game. Okay, and let's look at the stats. So we got 19, 7 and 10. That's a very high KDA there. Timo did very well now, team, and so did Catherine, but she kind of went, you know, farming by herself for half the game. The other team, wow, look at that. 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. They're very evenly spread, these 3. And Sen was doing an okay job. Right, so let's get straight into the actual game. Well, before we carry on, let's have a look at the Blitz statistics first. So let's scroll up here. So you see, Filthy Rich, we've got the most gold in the game, Turret Destroyer. Okay, so not that many achievements. If you have a look further down, a vision score, not the best, but we do have a decent income for 5.8 CS per minute. There's a lot of fighting in this game, so we could have got better CS, but the damage, yeah, 1271. And with a Nilah, this is adjusted to the champion you're using, so that's for a Nilah, that's quite high damage, which is why we're able to get ahead so much and get, oh, we didn't even get the most, we didn't even get MVP. It's a bit strange the way that the Blitz works out, who's the MVP. Kill participation, what was my KP? Okay, we got 55% KP and 4.1 KDA, right? So they did a good job. Even though they just sit there doing nothing. Well, I wouldn't say doing nothing, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we got Filthy Rich, Turret Destroyer, 1 early CS, 1 early gold. Yeah, we did a good job of zoning out the Tristana, abusing her push power. Wow, and the Katarina, who was carrying early, the gold as well. We had 2 gold players on that team. No. Okay, no comment. Yeah, the abuse. Basically, Tristana, you'll see in the game. We might do a bit of the laning phase quickly. Tristana naturally, when she executes a minion with an auto attack or whatever, it causes an explosion which damages other ones, which means she's always going to be pushing the wave. So we managed to freeze the wave and zone them off a lot of minions, which is why early on in the game we got a nice CS advantage. Alright, so let's get straight into the actual game itself. Okay, here we are, loading up. And we are in the game. So let's skip to the interesting bits. So let's go straight to here. So if you have a look at our farming here, an example where we were zoning them off here. For some reason Tristana's gone walkabout here. She's over there. Right, so play aggressively here. We tried trading, making use of my W. Do you see the dodging there? So I hardly took any damage there. Now should really back off for now. But I got the feeling they were scared. Maybe I stayed a bit too long. They got too much return damage. Should have just backed off once I got them half health. Nice thing about Yuumi, heals you up a lot, especially with my... Yeah. Look at that, healing. You've got an extra healing when you take damage. See, you get a lot of healing out of this. And right, we try going for a kill here. We don't quite manage it. They flash. And already bonus healing, we've got 64, bonus shielding 42. And total shield power 5%. That's because we're... I think we're below 40%. Are we below 40% here? No, we're about 30%, so we should have a bit more shielding. Interesting. Alright. Anyway, so let's skip to... So we're doing some nice hitting the tower here. And... Oops, just switched past it. Okay, here we go. Right, so we're about to have a nice little attack here. So we go in, we ult, and our flash ult didn't quite work, but our Yuumi did a good job of and we get the final whip and we get the first kill. Let's skip to... There's a bit of fighting going on here. Okay, there's a lot of fighting going on in the game, so we're just going to skip through the rest of the game and we'll focus on my place here. 1809. Okay, so something's going to happen in a few seconds. Right, so now Aatrox is here. Do we go for the Aatrox? And we dash through him and we do the dodge. So we've got a lot of kills there. And we get a double kill. 2 double kills, which is nice. Okay, so let's skip through a bit more. We did a very nice bait before, which I want to show you, me and Yuumi. Right, here we go. Right, yeah, here we go. So we did it, I thought it was a very clever thing. So Pokemon the tower, Aatrox thinks he's going to get us. Now we need to look very carefully what I did here. Okay, so we keep hitting the tower thinking, oh no, Aatrox is going to attack us. And, oh, he hit me, ouch, run away. And then he uses his, do you see how I actually didn't run away? I actually moved back into him and then ran away. So I made sure I was caught by his hook. But then when he hooked me in, I ulted him, and then, yeah, we just out-damaged him. Let's just see it once more. It's a very nice little maneuver there. Watch carefully, watch me move back into him, there. And then we straight away ult him. That was deliberate there. Nice little chess move there. Okay. And the next thing which happens here, then we just keep pushing here. We get lots of turrets. So we got 2 top turrets, and we get the mid turret. Let's have a look at what our score is at the moment, actually, while we're at it. Scoreboard. So we are 5, 1 and 4. We've only died once this whole game so far. It's quite nice. So teammates, so we're sieging here. So here's Nilah there. That's me. Right, yeah, Riven basically dead. We had a bit of a problem securing Drakes this game, unfortunately. I think Kane stole 2 of the Drakes in the game. So we tried killing Kane here. Do we succeed? The problem is they've got a lot of people coming in. We don't really have the defensive stats. That's where we die, and unfortunately Timo doesn't even get a... Oh, he does get a return kill. Yeah, but we lose Timo and Yumi. Yes, it's a bit unfortunate there. So back, as you can see, Katarina is nowhere to be found at this stage of the game. She's been split pushing the whole game. Bit strange, but... So let's get straight on to... Let's pause it, let's make sure we're in the right place. $26.26. Okay, fine. Here we go. So here's the Aatrox, just FK. We dodge back, but then we move right into the middle of them, so we can use our ultimate. And then Kane should be in trouble here, especially he's been suppressed. Yeah, the team are going with the poison, which is nice. So again, we're accelerating our lead. So now we're going to try baiting them in. So this is one place. We realise Kane's around the back here. Right, so we don't have vision here, but I tried putting... I put a thing there. He just comes in, gets it, but he gets killed. Yeah, the team's not always on the same page. This is low elo, so not expect that much. We tried chasing Riven. Yeah, I flash him with my ult. That pulls her back, and Yumi follows up with hers. So we get another kill. We jump right into Sona's ulti. Then we jump in again. So for those of you not familiar with Nilah, let's just slow it down. Okay, so here's Nilah's coming up here. Right. Right, so you see, right, this is my dash. I dash right into the Sona ult. As you see on the left here, 2, 1. Right, now I can dash in again. So I dash in. I dash through my teammate to get closer to Sona, where I can give her a big smack. Crack of the whip. Okay. Let's go to the next clip. Yeah, so we have a bit of problems fighting with the Kane and people like that, so we end up trying to itemize where we can last longer in the fights. So at the moment, our build so far was basically, we actually took armor boots in the end, just so we could survive a bit more in the middle of those fights, because they have 3 big auto attackers in Kane, Riven, and Tristana, even Aatrox. We got 4 ADs, so I thought armor boots would be the best this game. We build so far, right, so we've got our Mortal Shield Bow, and we've got the Collector, and we've got Essence Reaver. It's got Spell Blade, which I use quite well because the cooldown on this is only 3.33 seconds, so that's going to be up quite a lot. We're going to get an extra 176 damage as well as our... Wow, look at that. Nilah cracks her whip blade, dealing 788 physical damage. That's crazy. The 788 plus the Sheen proc. I didn't realize it was that much. That's almost 1,000 damage. About 950 damage, and that usually is a reset for auto attack, and her auto attacks are doing quite a lot as well at the moment. Quick look at the auto attacks. That's not, no. Oh, so 318. Right, so just those two together is 1,300. Just a whip is an AoE. 1,000 damage plus another 300, which is also AoE, so that's why Nilah can do ridiculous amounts of damage to a whole team. That's why she wants to get right in the middle of everything. Yeah, so we got a shield bow for the shield, and the lifesteal gives us health as well. Then we've got Bloodthirster as well, gives us a shield. And remember, that shield is increased by our runes. Bonus shielding 128, so whenever we get the shield it gives us a bit extra, I think. Then we've got the Collector, more crit. So those who don't know, this is one of the most crit based champions in the whole game, Nilah, as her skills basically how do you do this? There you go. So if you have a look at her skills here, Nilah gains 26% armor penetration, right? So it's 26, that's 33% of my crit chance. Okay, so my crit chance at the moment is 80%, so 80%, a third of 80% is 26%, so I get 26% armor penetration. That means I can melt through tanks because I've got crit. So my crit gives me armor pen, right? And her attacks against champions restore 12%, which is 15% of the crit value, and our crit is, as we said, 80%. So 15% of 80 is 12, so 12% of the damage dealt. So that's absolutely crazy. So that's like, it's about 50 to 100 healing every time we auto attack. That's not counting the spray effect, which I'm not sure if it does that. Overhealing from this is converted into a shield. So we get a shield and healing and damage, all based on our crit chance. And then she cracks her whip, dealing 45 plus 234% of attack physical damage. So therefore you want to do everything you can to increase your physical damage. It's even more than Kha'Zix, where he gets a ridiculous amount from his isolated Q. Like the AD scaling on that is very, very high. Here's 234%. 234% physical damage for the crit. That's why it's doing so much damage. Increased by a critical chance, right? So it's, I think it might only be 234% because we've got crit as well. So that would be much lower if we didn't have crit. It wouldn't be 230, it might be like 150 or something like that. If an enemy unit or structure is hit, then she gets range. Okay, very nice. And then she hits with a cone. healing her attack damage in a cone, basically. Right. Right. Okay. That's our build so far. Yeah, so that's why we've got everything we've got is crit. So we've got 20% crit, 20% crit, 20% crit, 20% crit, and if we got an Infinity Edge, that would be absolutely bonkers in terms of the crit and the AD we've got. I thought that we really needed something defensive just to keep ourselves alive. So we're starting to build actually some heal reduction and execution schooling. We even take later on, we take an elixir of iron just to give us an extra bit of survivability and tenacity. Okay, so let's get on with the... Right, so over here, I know that Kane's here. He doesn't realise that I don't know he's there, so I'm actually baiting him. I'm not sure what's the basis is, so he can't attack me now, so he just ults me straight away. Then my team's here, back me up, boom. See, Kane is really, really strong at the moment. I mean, look how hard it is for 4 of us to take him down. Look at that healing, that shielding. Remember that as soon as he stops attacking, his healing will go down. Right, there we go. A nice kill there. Okay, and here we go. A fight's coming up. Use our dash to get into the middle of the fight, and then we're going to ult. No, we didn't. There we go. Right, so don't bother with that. We just focus on the Drake, because at the moment, as you can see here, they've got 3 Drakes, we've only got 1, so I think it's probably better. Look how quickly I take 595, 595. Oh, how much did my whip actually do there? I couldn't tell actually. Okay. $595. Interesting. It didn't show us how much damage that did. Alright, 595. I guess it's quite a lot. Anyway. Okay. So now we get. This is what we've been waiting for here. There's the Pentakill. Let's get straight onto the Pentakill. I'm sure what you've all been waiting for. And here we go. Right, so that is my... As you see, we've got elixir of iron now. Okay, here we go. Let's start recording this. Right, so clear the minions. And here we go. Right, okay. So I still got my ulti. So I use my ulti to pull him in. Then he gets suppressed. Right, and now I flash in, use my Q, take out Tristana. Right, I back out a bit to give myself some space. Take out another one. So there's me in the middle there. I dash through him. I just keep hacking away. And then do we get Kane? We don't have vision of him at the moment because there's no wards here. And we think, oh no, he's got away. But 1 minute, we've got the blast plant. So he's trying to... Right, and... Pentakill. There you go. That's that recorded. Let's watch it once more. That was really satisfying. Maybe we'll watch it slightly slow motion as well. Okay. Okay. But look carefully at Nilah here. So I'm in the middle of the picture here. So I use my ulti. So here. So use 3 ultis to get Kayn down halfway. Right, Nilah gets pushed away. I jump back in. Hit Tristan with a couple of attacks. And then I start on Kayn. We've got to kill Kayn. So I back away from Riven. I just smash Riven with my Q there. And Sona's not got much of a chance. I'm actually very low health here. But look how much I heal. Look at that healing. It's incredible. And of course Kayn's the one who started the fight and we still haven't killed him. I don't think we've got anything which does damage over time. So I'm wondering how I actually got the killing blow on Kayn here. Right, so here we go. So he thinks he's going to recall and hopefully we go the wrong way. Clever. So cue the bush just in case he's there. There's Nilah. There you go. Oh, you know what killed him? The collector. Ah, 1 minute. Look at this. Kayn has death stance. So when I did the Q on him, he didn't die straight away. So he was actually... Look, now look at Kayn. His health's going down by itself. And when it hits that 5%, then my collector did the kill. My collector did the kill. Oh wow, didn't realise that was amazing. So basically, his death dance stopped my pentakill, but my collector killed it anyway. Right, very nice. Very nice. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, and well, we'll just watch the end of the game now. A victory that, and we just finish off the game really quickly and smoothly. Nilah just destroys turrets so quickly. There we go. A nice pentakill. Okay. There you go. Thanks for watching everyone. Hope you enjoyed that and celebrated with me with my first pentakill since I restarted playing, which is almost a year ago. So thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.